Hi, this is David Williams from iExpert Advisor. In this video, we're going to configure the open cell logic of our Expert Advisor. From the welcome screen, you can see the Starter EA icon under Recent Systems. I'll click that and it'll open our Starter EA system. This is the main drawing of our system. We've already defined the open by logic in the last video, so now we're going to define the open cell logic. I'll double-click the caption of the open cell logic function, and this will open the drawing for our function. This is the drawing of the open cell logic function. I'm going to add some text to the note element to describe the conditions for opening a cell position. The condition for opening a cell position for this system is when the 6-period moving average crosses down through the 12-period moving average. I like to add notes like this. Usually the specifications for a trade signal are a bit more complex, and this is a great way to store them, because you may need to refer to them while you're building your system. Now I'm going to make room on my drawing for my moving average functions. I'll go to the toolbox under Function, MQL, Indicators menu, and find the IMA MetaTrader function. I'll drag the function onto the drawing, and then I'll configure it by pushing the plus sign. This will show me all the parameters for this function, and all the defaults are fine here because I won the 12-period MA. But I want to give it a good name, so I'm going to call this my slow MA. I'll click Save As and save that it's on the drawing. Now I'll go back to the toolbox and drag another IMA function. I'll open it up and configure it. This time I want the period to be 6, so I'll enter 6. I'll say Save As, and I'll give it a good name like Fast MA. Then I'll say OK and save the function. Now I'll connect them, function to function and function to logic, and I'll push the build button. The build button will check to see if there's any errors on the drawing. If there are no errors, I can move forward. Now it's time to configure the logic. So I'll push the plus sign on the logic, and this will show us condition 1. I'll go into the Functions menu under Function Variables, and I'll choose one of my MAs. In this case, I'll select the Fast MA. Now I'll go over to the right operand under Functions, under Function Variables, and select Slow MA. For the operator, I'll go all the way to the bottom and choose the VTS special function cross down. Now select Return True, say Save, and I'm finished configuring the function. I'll press the Build button to build the EA, and we are done. We have defined the logic for our open cell function. So far, we've defined our open by logic and our open cell logic. We use an RSI for our open by logic, and we use our moving average crossover for our open cell logic. In the next video, we'll move on to the closed logic functions.